Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 in the Minecraft Creative Builds world, and today I'd like to start on making our Santa village. In the preparation video we made the entrance here with 2 candy cane lights, and through this cave you'll find our main town that we're building. I've added a few paths in here to help us have a little guidance. That's one way out of the side of the town, and off the back is a big cliff, and I think perhaps we'll have that as the sleigh launching pad to go out over the ocean at the back. So I've added a few paths here, lead us straight down here, so this will be the main street. Small path round to the back, we'll probably have the sleigh right at the end, maybe Santa's house and a few of the elves' houses around here. But I thought here, this naturally occurring cave would be a great place to have a Santa's grotto. Let's put another block of diorite in this corner here. So I've just edited the edge here to take the dirt out and added the diorite. We have the diorite over this side of the cave anyway, so I've just added it all the way across. And on the entrance, to make it look a little bit nicer, I think we'll add like a candy cane pattern. So we'll alternate blocks with the white and the red concrete. So we'll go 3 tall here, so red, white, red, and then we'll come across white, give it this sort of candy cane shape, red. We're going to have to go across again here, aren't we? So white. This has got to fit, of course, round the naturally occurring cave that we've got, so the pattern won't let us actually create 2 candy canes that intersect. So we're kind of using an archway with the candy cane style here. We could of course try and add a droop down here to make it look a little bit more like intersecting candy canes. Does that work? So kind of one goes here and one goes here. Yeah, that's not bad. I quite like that. So our path brings us to the candy cane cave grotto for Santa, and inside we're going to need it to look a little bit prettier than a bland cave. We're going to want it to be a little bit easier to get up, so I'm going to use the half slabs here to make it easier to walk up. We've got a nice little alcove here. If I let's use some red wool. Let's make a great big chair for Santa here. Let's make it 4 wide. So 3 tall and 4 wide in the red wool, and then at the 2 sides I'm going to make like arms, 2 tall. Let's use the white for a seat in the middle, and to make it easier to get up and to make it look like it's slightly on a little pedestal or plinth, let's use the half slab in the front. So the back there is 4 tall, the arms are 2 tall, and the seat is 1 tall with the slab across the front to make it easier for the kiddies to come to sit with Santa or on his lap. See, the chair's big enough for the kids to sit next to him or on his lap, just to give Santa a little bit of a break. But as you can see, this whole place looks very, very boring. So I think what we're going to want is some presents around for Santa to give to the children. So if we use the wool in multicolours, I'm just going to be swapping in lots of different colours here. Should we keep the red? Blue. What else is a good colour for a present? Pink, purple. That might be too many colours. Let's see. And then we want these behind Santa's chair, don't we? So that it looks like he's got lots of presents. Shall we? Oops. Let's fly up a little bit. So if we put a yellow one there, and a yellow one there, and a yellow one there. And let's have a blue, and a blue, and an orange, and orange. And it's like that, a double tool. Is that going to be... Just higgledy-piggledy, throw a load of different blocks down, just to make it look like you've got a lot of presents all around, so that when the kiddies come to visit Santa, he's got things to hand out to them. Oh, that's not the wool. Let's make sure we're just using wool. Let's make that 2 tall so they're not all uniformly the same height. We want things to look quite cool and a little bit different and a little bit funky and fun. How's that looking? It's a little bit too regular, I think, personally, but can we unregularize it a little bit by adding a few more here and there? What else can we add? Going back like that. How does that look? How's that? One more blue there. I think that might do. So just throw around a load of wool, make it look like a big heap of presents. Play around with it until you're happy with it. I don't want to spend too long with it, but I do want it to look a bit fun. Now this whole building looks a little bit boring, so we need it to look a little bit better, a little bit more fancy. Dot a few lights around, of course, so you can see. Now, how can we make this look shiny and nice? Let's think. Should we use some precious metals in the walls, or should we use ice in the walls to just add a little bit of something different? How about some iron? How's that? Is that shiny enough, do you think? Let's see. What we got that's shiny? What we got that's shiny? Emerald, maybe. Lapis. Anything that you think is shiny and pretty, and maybe dot it around inside the walls. Doesn't necessarily need to be too much, but it just wants something that makes it just look a little bit nicer than the plain boring that we've got. Is that too many emeralds all at once? Perhaps it is. What else have we got? We've got some iron. If we pop a couple of those in, shall we maybe put them in the wall like that, and then a bit of gold. Let's knock a few blocks out and put a few in. This might be a little bit too regular, but I don't know, just have a little play with it. Make it your own, make it look a little bit different. Let's have a little bit more lapis in there, maybe there, and another bit of iron there, and another gold there. How's that look? Another emerald there perhaps, and one there. How's that? Just to make it look a little bit funky, a little bit different. Just play around until you're happy with it. So let's see, if you were coming in as a kiddie, how excited would you be to see candy canes at the door, walk in? Santa's going to be in here. Oh look, he's going to be in here. Oh look at all these pretty things. Isn't that nice? Isn't it shiny? Oh look at all the presents. Oh look at Santa. What would you like for Christmas, little one? Can I have a present please, Santa? I like it. What do you think? I like that. Now, what can we have here near to where Santa would be to make it kind of cute and nice and... Ooh, I have got an idea. Let's make a little animal enclosure, so we'll need fence. Let's see, what sort of fence shall we use? Should we use fence or should we use walls? I know, let's use the acacia fence, because that's going to be quite cool, isn't it? Because that's kind of reddish tinged, and that will fit in with the path colour. See how well that blends? See how well that blends with the path colour? That's quite hard to say, actually. Now the walls are quite boring back here, aren't they, because of the way it looks. I think we're going to want to add a little bit more. Alright, let's see. If we pick up some snow, can we add a bit of snow into the wall? Let's take a couple of these blocks off here, add a bit of snow in. Probably not a good idea to add snow in the middle of a thing we've got snow on top of. Yeah, never mind. Let's change that for iron so that it looks like it's supporting the wall. We don't want to... yeah, let's pop a bit of iron in there just to make it look a little bit different. I just don't want it to look boring, you see. The whole thing looked a little bit too boring. How about some ice? If we add some ice, let's see, which ice won't melt? The packed ice won't melt, will it? Let's add a bit of the packed ice, shall we? Just to give it a little bit more of a different feel. So yeah, let's just make it feel a bit different. Yeah, see, that just adds a little bit of colour and breaks up the monotony of the wall. It's very regular what I've done. That's not too bad, is it? Right, so I'd like a little bit of an ice sort of place to stand, and I think we want a little bit of water. Let's grab some water. Just a little pool. Don't know whether that will freeze or not, but we'll try it. And then what I'd like to add is some polar bears. Polar bears. Let's get a couple of polar bears. Let's get 3 polar bears. It's only a tiny enclosure, so actually 3 might be too many, but I just want something to look at, you see, from the perspective of the kids and stuff if they come. Right. Oh look, yeah, he's climbed the ice, see? So, yeah, and then they've got this little alcove to go into, sort of den to sleep in at the back. I'm quite pleased with that. Now, for Santa, we're going to also want some reindeer. I'm not quite sure how to make reindeer, because there aren't actually reindeer in game. So could we cheat and pretend by having a different type of animal? What would look the closest to... what would look good? We've got horses, we've got donkeys, and we've got llamas, haven't we? How about llamas? Let's pretend that llamas... Let's pretend a llama is a... it's sort of vaguely related to the reindeer, and we'll have some llamas in as substitutes for the reindeer. Let's try that. Right, so should have kept the pack nice, because then we can close off this corner here so that they can't jump over the corner there like that. Right, and if we knock out a few blocks here, we'll give them like a little place to retreat to, for like their den to sleep in. If we knock a few out here, like so, so it looks like they've got a little place to retreat for sleeping. Yeah. Let's think, what can we do? Should we add a bit of ice here? So I just wanted to look a little bit different. So let's grab the lapis and put like a little shape in there, just for a little bit of colour and a little bit of breaking up of the big walls. And let's throw in a couple of llamas there. Yeah, I know you guys are not really reindeer. We'll try and build like a reindeer statue, but I think that's the closest we can come to an actual reindeer in our Minecraft build. So there we go, we've got a Santa Grotto, and we've got some animals for people to come and view and look at and be nice to. I hope you've enjoyed today's build. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!